always want her doctor to his doctor to obey his rules and to follow his steps.
Yeah.
In all the way.
Is that a good thing or not? Do you
No,
think? Why not?
actually no.
Why not, Kelly?
Because everything will goes on his way, and his doctor can develop her own ideas.
Yeah. It's difficult for her to develop her own ideas, isn't it, though? Because she and he are the only ones on the island. Well, there's Caliban and Ariel. We'll talk about them another time. But yes, it's difficult for her to develop. Because they're so close together, it's difficult for her. Yes, thank you, Kelly. That's good. Right, okay. Let's develop the theme further. The next quote. Alack, what trouble was I then to you? And then Prospero. Oh, a cheddar beam. What's a cheddar beam? Anyone know? It's another word for an angel. It's an angel, basically. Thou was that didst preserve me. In short, it was you who kept me going. Your smile kept me alive when I was sad and desperate. Yes? And so on. But then, in the next quote, here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness, and give it way. I know thou canst not choose. And with his magic he sends his daughter to sleep. What do you think about that? Is that okay? Let's ask a daughter. Agatha, if your father could click his fingers and just send you off to sleep like that, and he did it, do you think it would be okay?
No.
Why not?
Maybe I want to choose the time that I want to sleep, but I don't want to obey my father's. Maybe.
Yes, exactly. Miranda has no, thank you. Miranda has no choice but to obey. This is the thing. Prospero's magic is so strong he can do whatever he wants with her. So I think this reinforces Kelly's point, doesn't it? That remember, this is written 400 years ago, when maybe fathers had more power over their children than they do today. But even so, this is quite extreme. You might want to think about that when you're also thinking about Prospero's character. And the next one. And finally, not only has Prospero held the story back, and he can send her to sleep when he likes, but now in the last quote, he uses his magic and his servant Ariel to bring the young man Ferdinand before Miranda. And what happens then? What does Miranda do? Immediately, she falls in love, which is exactly what Prospero wants. Yes? So not only everything else, but Prospero has also chosen her husband for her as well. Okay? So, in analysing the relationship, Prospero's character and the relationship between Prospero and his daughter, you need to think of this control. And it's not only his daughter, Ariel and Caliban also are completely under his control. Okay? There is no free will, they must do what he says. You may think that's okay. After all, Prospero is a king. Then again, you might think it's not. There are some parts of it that are not okay. I'd be interested to see what you write. All right, good. So that's essentially some things that you need to think about when you're analysing the character in your essay. And the reason that I put these quotes, why do you think that I have used these quotes to show you some aspects of Prospero's character? What do I think I want you to do in your essay? Use some quotes. Exactly right. Quotes equals evidence. Okay. And if you put quotes in, short quotes, not as long as this, you don't need them as long as this, one line maybe two maximum per quote. some students make the mistake of putting in 10 lines or 15 lines of code. That's not good, okay? When I say I want 500 words in the essay, that does not include the quotes, okay? Don't think you can fill your essay with 400 words of quotes and 100 words from you. No! Okay? Any questions on that? Yep. Okay, are you all happy with that? All right.
Sorry, I go to the...
Yeah, okay, no problem. Right, and here is the... Any other quotes that any of you found that you think are important? Mia, do you have any quotes? Did you find any quotes?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you're not Mia, you're Mia. You didn't find any quotes? Is that a yes or no? Yes, you found some, or no, you didn't?
No.
Mia, you didn't do your homework. I'm shocked. Let's ask Amy. Did you find any? Any quotes that you think are important?
I did not find a quote, but I can remember the plot.
You, go on then.
Just like Prospero took control of his just like Ariel. He said to Ariel that he always just be very strict and a little bit mean to Ariel, and he even said to her that he will put her back to the tree and let her suffer.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes. If she doesn't do exactly what Prospero says, he will punish her. He'll put her back into the tree he saved her from. Yes, okay. So what does that show us about Prospero?
I think he's a little bit cruel.
Fair point. Okay. Anybody? Any quotes? Thank you.
Part of Prospero told the story to Miranda, and I think Prospero made the same mistakes as his brother.
Why?
Because he stole the island, which belongs to Caliban.
Caliban.
Yeah, and he made Caliban his slave.
So basically, you're saying that Prospero did to Caliban what Prospero's brother did to him. Good point. Very good point. And perfectly fair point. Yes. Anybody else? Any quotes? Yes, Candy.
I'm not sure, but the Prospero says I have research prevention in mind, but so city order that there is no this is mean he can control the ship. So I think he is very confident and he is enjoy to control everything.
Yes, yes, yes. What we might call in modern, thank you, in what we might call in modern language a control freak. Somebody who needs to control everybody and everything in their lives. If they're not completely in control, they get, okay. So maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Prospero might be a bit like that. One more, anybody? Yes, Kelly.
When Prospero made Miranda fall in love with
It's Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, and he just said they are both in either's powers, but this swift business I must uneasy make. Lest too light winning make the prize light.
Less too light winning make the prize light. Yes, exactly.
And I think Prospero showed his experience and attitude. He know that everything is not that easy until they undergo some difficulties. Then it will show its price.
Yes, very good. I like that. Yes, that's a very good point. Yes, so he's showing his wisdom. Yeah, I think we all agree that in, generally we understand that if it's too easy to get the girl, then you don't cherish her, right? Yeah, so Prospero is basically telling us this truth, that we value those things more that are difficult for us to get. Money's the same. If you have money, loads of money from when you were born, it doesn't mean much to you. If you have to work hard to get it, you value it a lot more. And with other things in life as well. Okay. All right, good. Well done, everybody. Let's have a look at the last question then. This analysis of Prospero's character, this introduction to an essay. So I wrote this introduction. I think Prospero is generally an okay guy. He loves his daughter Miranda and wants the best for her. It's true that he's a bit mean to Ariel and Caliban, but Caliban at least is evil and ugly, so he deserves it. In this essay, I will show how Prospero is trying to make everyone happy while getting his revenge on his brother. Is that a good introduction or not? Anybody, anywhere? Frank, what do you think? Is it a good introduction? I wrote it, remember? Come on, Frank, don't be shy. Yes, it's good. No, it's not good. One or the other. Or it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Frank. What about you, Rachel? What do you think?
I think it's a little bit general, not really academic on the words and the vocabulary.
Very good. Right, that's the first point I want to make. This is not an academic. Words like guy. He's an okay guy. Right, you might say this to your friends. You're not going to write it in an essay, okay? All right, and it's true that he's a bit mean. Again, this is very informal language, okay? So you don't want to use that kind of language. When you're writing an academic essay, you need to keep it formal. Formal language, formal diction, okay? It's what we call the register. It's not enough to know English. I know you all know English perfectly well. You also need to use the appropriate register. You don't write in an academic essay the same way that you speak to your mates in class. Okay? So bear that in mind. Another thing, not so important, but worth mentioning, the essay starts with I think. Generally, in academic writing, we avoid using I. Okay? And the reason for that is quite complicated. Simply put, when you're writing an academic essay, you expect people to criticize it. That's what academic essays are about. Okay? They will look at it, they'll say, oh, I'm not quite sure that's right. If they're criticizing I, that can be a bit, personal. So don't I, the essay is itself. So start with, this essay will examine. Take yourself, take I out of it. Okay? Remove that too. Write it in the third person. This essay will examine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, very good. I think that will do. For any questions on any of that? Are you all happy with that? So when is the essay due? Monday. Typed, double-spaced, times you, etc., etc. That means that you won't have the literature exam on Thursday. You will do self-study that class. Okay? Where I would expect you to start reading Act 2 of The Tempest, which we will look at the week after next. Okay? All clear?
Yes.
Okay, all clear. That's the end then. Thank you. You can